Alright, today I'm going to be actually reviewing a game that I got over the holiday, Marvel Flux. Now, Flux games, there's all kinds of Flux card games out there. It's kind of like Munchkin or one of those types of games where there's a whole bunch of different brands out there. Not brands per se, they're all Flux brand, but they're all different themes. This is the Marvel theme. And as it says, this is actually a special edition. Comes with some extra cards, this extra coin. Not really important necessarily that you get the special edition, but I am going to give a link to the special edition because you might as well get the best. Why not? So I'm going to actually do a brief overview, just generally how you play this game. And then first I want to really say why I picked this version, because of course you look through this, this little packet here. It comes with all the different Flux games. Like there's a whole bunch of different ones. Doctor Who, you see Star Trek on there. I actually almost got the Anatomy one, but I figured, with my group of friends, I knew it was going to be really easy to get everyone on board with playing Marvel Flux. So that's kind of what you want to do. Just target getting whichever one seems like your group of friends is going to be most interested in it. And it's going to be easier to get them to play and learn the game. It's actually a very simple game. It seems like it might be complicated, but it's really, really not. So, let me pull out the cards here. Now, Flux games, they always start off with basic rules. So there's no way to win when the game just starts. So the rules are, you draw one card, play one card. That's it. That's all you really know up until that point. At some point, there's going to be a goal card played. So if someone draws a card and plays this, that's their turn. And what happens is the rules develop over the course of the game. If somebody plays this as a goal, now that's the goal. It means you have to have these cards out in order to win. So what does that mean exactly? So what these are called keepers. So Spider-Gwen and Star-Lord are different keepers that look like this that you can have out on the field. The keepers will sometimes have little abilities. For example, this counts as Spider-Man or Web-Slinger. Doesn't count as Spider-Gwen though, so that wouldn't specifically work for that card. So what would happen is, if for example, the goal was played and now the goal, let's change it to best friends, Captain America and Bucky. So you can see how they're kind of themed from some of the movies. Essentially, you get, if you have Bucky on the field and you have Captain America on the field, and that's the goal, you instantly win. Now, just because I'm up so close to showing this, they're all stacked on top of each other. These wouldn't all be stacked up. These would be in front of you. The basic rules is going to be up there. And the way that the rules change is someone will play a rule like hand limit 3. And now you can't have more than 3 cards in your hand. Or someone could play something like draw 4. So now what we would do is this would actually cover up that rule. And the rule is now you draw 4 cards and play 1. So as the game develops, it really changes pretty dramatically because, for example, if you're drawing 4 cards, playing 2, right? Somebody plays a new card where now you play 2 cards. Now every turn you get to play twice as many. But it can actually get pretty ridiculous because somebody could play something, out of the seemingly, pretty strange, which is called Thwip. This one, it just says on the top of the deck, you just take whatever card it is, you flip it over, and you play it instantly. That's pretty cool stuff because you never really know what's going to happen. There are other cards like this action card that could come up. You discard and draw. You actually discard your entire hand and then draw that many cards. That's going to be a really good type of card to have. Then there's some really, really powerful ones. This would actually let you steal somebody else's keeper. Steal a keeper in play that you see from somebody else. Or you can discard any 2 cards in play. That's actually really, really powerful. You can stop somebody else from winning. or you can just straight up draw 3 cards if you don't have anything on the field that's really interesting to you at that time. So this is a really versatile card. And so there's a lot of different cards, as you can see. I'm just showing you a couple of them. For example, there's a lot of different cards in here that all have lots of different effects. Some of the keepers even have effects. For example, Thanos Gauntlet, you get to take cards from people. I think this one, Doctor Strange, during your turn, you may take a random card from another player's hand and play it. He's a really cool one to have right out in front of you, just hanging out. So this is a really fun game. I played this for a couple hours with some friends, and it was just really, really fun. Then I brought it home. We played with my in-laws and the whole family, so it was actually a really great time. So it's a great game, very easy to pick up and learn. Like I said, it starts out very basic, and you just draw 1 card, play 1 card. And the rules develop as the game goes, so it kind of doesn't ever really get too stale. It always kind of changes. And so I think that's one of the really great strengths about this game. It's got a lot of replay value. So if you want to get this game, like I said, the link is in the description. You can get it on Amazon. And there's currently a sale. I'm not sure how long that's going to stick around for, but hop on that while it's there. All right, guys. Check you later.